Hi.
Hey.
So what's it like being vegan in London?
Okay, well, being vegan in London is cool. You got a lot of places where you can go and eat, and many places where you can buy food, like this one, for instance. Hey. Where I live in South London is not, unfortunately, that many places. They just opened a veg bar in Brixton, which is cool. But yeah, there are not that many places like you would say in this area or like East London. But I guess, wherever you go, you can always ask for, to change your food and make something vegan for you. So it's okay. You can survive and you can eat a lot.
You studied wildlife conservation
Yeah.
in your early years.
Yeah.
What was it like facing people that cared about wildlife, but
Yeah.
they didn't see the link between eating meat and chickens?
Okay, well, when I started uni, I thought like I would meet a lot of veggie and vegan people because obviously we were studying wildlife conservation, so obviously everybody cared about the animals in our thought. But then I realized that caring for animals and not eating animals is a very different, there are two different concepts. And I didn't find that many people. There are a few vegetarian, and I think there was me and another vegan probably. That obviously we care about what we ate, but it was not so common as I thought and as I hoped. There was not really mention of vegan diet or vegetarian diet in our course. The course will focus on saving species that are getting extinct or species that are endangered. So it was not really linked the two things. But I guess although there was not like a link between what we were studying and our lifestyle, I think that is something that we can do in our own time without having a lecturer telling us that we should actually treat and look at animals the same way. Like, I don't know, a monkey in the forest is as much lovely as it could be like a chicken that you could buy in Tesco. So I think, yes, we were not taught about, the different animals and, respect animals and all that kind of stuff. But I think really there is something we can learn ourselves. So it was a bit weird because as I say, I felt like I would find a lot of like hippie vegetarian and vegan, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna say the word, and I didn't. So it was okay, but I found a bit like sometimes I was feeling like a bit out of place because I wanted the passion the people had for going to Peru or going to, I don't know, Costa Rica and saving animals. They would have it for saving farm animals. That would be amazing. But maybe one day, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been good for people to be educated in general, like at schools, in secondary schools, primary schools, about the connection, what's on their plate?
Yeah, I think that would be an amazing thing. I think, if kids could understand that, they, I don't know, when they go to the zoo, for instance, or animal farms, they see the goat or they see the chicken or they see the little pig and they just like, oh my God, they're so cute. And they could link that the animal might end up in that play. That would be amazing. Obviously, you don't need to show them like atrocious picture to do so. You could just, teach them. And I think kids are so willing to learn so much at that early age that could be a good point. That could be a good starting point to teach kids that there is actually no difference between animals.
Yeah.
And that maybe could make, the next generation to come make it a bit better than we have been.
So do you think vegan outreach towards like the younger age group would be a good start?
I think it would. Really young. Not necessarily, it's a bit difficult, I think. People are a bit afraid of putting young kids on a vegan or vegetarian diet because like everything that is different, a lot of people have a lot of opinion, and often they're quite negative. So and it's easy to get scared, I guess, if you're a parent and thinking, oh my God, why am I putting my kid through this one? But on the other side, as everything, if you're careful what you feed them, because sometimes people are scared of putting kids on a vegan diet, but then they fill them up with McDonald's, which I think is not really healthy. So I think, if we do everything with consciousness and with a bit of knowledge, I think that would be amazing. And yeah, why not? Maybe having like one day a week in the schools where everybody's having a vegan lunch, like they do the Vegan Monday. I don't know if it's like something widespread in UK, but I know sometimes in some places like Birmingham or any other city, they do like a meat-free Monday. So on that day you don't have any meat, which is a good thing. Maybe you should go to school and tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be an option.
So for your masters,
Yeah.
you went to Fiji for study.
Yeah, I did.
What was the study about?
My study was about marine protected area and the benefit it had on the environment and on the people from a social and cultural point of view. And I spent 6 months in a really remote island, and the finding of my research, which hopefully is going to be published very soon, were that actually the environment really benefit from the marine protected area. The marine protected area was established for about 7 years when I went to do my research, and in 7 years the people from the island could see the coral got back to be really healthy. There was obviously much less exploitation of fish. A lot of species of fish that before the marine protected area were gone came back, because obviously if the environment is healthy, the species come back, and obviously the food chain is reestablished. So you got a big predator to the small one. So it was good. It was good and good results as well. So everybody win.
So you lived on the island for 6 months.
Yes, I did.
Were you a vegan for the whole time? And did you survive?
I did. Yes, I survived. There was obviously not much food. We had few plants. We had cassava, we had breadfruit, we had spinach. Obviously we had chickens, we had eggs, and we had fish every now and then. But I didn't touch any fish, I didn't touch any meat, and whenever I was invited, obviously it's a really new things for them. They don't know what being vegan is. And there was actually one Fijian vegetarian on the island.
Wow.
Yeah. So he kind of introduced me to these soy things that we were having now and then instead of meat. But every time I was invited to someone's house, I would get my special meal, because eventually they got what it was all about.
Yeah.
So they would cook something different for me. But yeah, I survived and I was fine. I mean, obviously I put on a lot of weight because I was eating carbs all day long, pancakes especially. But yeah, I came back and I was fine. 6 months, it was obviously hard at the beginning, but then, it did go well. And when I came back to UK, obviously I thought, wow, food. Yeah, so it was good.
What influenced you to become vegan?
I've been vegetarian for like 16 years, I think. And being vegan has always been at the back of my mind for some reason. And like when I came to UK, I kind of stopped drinking milk, and like gradually I stopped eating cheese as well, because I don't particularly like it anyway. Then I didn't do eggs. The only things were maybe like croissant and like sweet stuff. Honey was as well. But then when I was at uni, on my second year at uni, I was like, okay, from my birthday I'm gonna go vegan. And obviously I did it gradually, but I was kind of nearly vegan already. And I made my mistakes. I've been now 2008, so 2009, we are in 2009, so it must be nearly 6 years. I made mistakes, and sometimes I kind of like, oh my god, I'm gonna eat something that it might not be vegan, just vegetarian. But yeah, I think it was the best decision.
Do you have any tips for people that want to go vegan?
The only things I would tell them is like, don't, stuff your face with junky food. Just be healthy, because whichever diet you follow, if you're not healthy, your body's gonna pay the consequences. So just, educate yourself and do it gradually. Don't go from one day to another. Be vegan and just not be only like a diet, but just make it like a lifestyle, because it's not only about what we eat.